It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1538, recorded on Thursday, October 1st, 2015. Snackeez, spills, and thrills. This episode of the Giz Wiz is brought to you by Harry's. For guys who want a great shave experience for a fraction of what you're paying now, go to harrys.com. Get $5 off your first purchase by entering the code GizWiz when you check out. Today on the Giz Wiz, get ready to get comically pied in the face. More Star Wars gadgets than you want to shake a droid at, and the new theme for this month. All coming up next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now it is time for the Giz Wiz, and here he is, the Giz Wiz himself, Dick DeBartolo. How are you doing, Dick?
How are you, sir? How was your trip?
It was great.
Last time we did the show in 13 minutes because you had to drive like 8 hours.
I think it was the shortest show we've ever done.
Right? No,
maybe.
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It kind of felt that way because I was definitely like, I gotta get things moving. Yes.
And where did you go? Tell us again.
I went to San Francisco to a convention called TwitchCon, which is all about the streaming service called Twitch. All the people who watch, all the fans, all the streamers, and on Twitch, people broadcast themselves playing video games, or mostly video game stuff.
I thought it was This Week in Chocolate Hot Dogs. That's what I told Dennis.
I would have enjoyed that convention too. Chocolate hot dog, yeah, that's tasty. And also, Twit has a show called Twitch, but it's missing the T, and it stands for This Week in Computer Hardware.
Oh,
so
okay.
I always like back when I heard this, I was like, they're ripping us off, and it's grown so big. Amazon owns it now, and it was a ton of fun. I had a fantastic time down in San Francisco. For me, it was one of the least expensive conventions I've ever gone to because I shared a room with someone who was given a room by the convention. So no room cost there. I drove up instead of flying, so that was the cost. It took me exactly a tank of gas. I tested it when I drove back, so that was 2 tanks of gas.
And it was a stolen car.
Exactly.
So you didn't even pay for it.
I don't pay for insurance liability, you know, so it's so cheap. No. And so when I was there, I didn't need to get many rental cars or taxis because I had my own car. Parking was expensive, but still, without the cost of the I was given a ticket by the convention because I was on a few panels. Not the cost of the hotel. Parking and gas and food were my expenses.
What's an example of expensive parking in San Francisco?
It cost me for a day and a half, it cost me $65.
Oh, okay.
So basically 2 days, it was $65.
Yeah.
And then there was another day that it was $45 for a day of parking. And that's in an area right across from a hotel that has in and out privileges, so you can leave and come back in and leave and come back in.
Yeah, no, I think in New York it's you go, you pay again. And I think it's like $45 for like 6 hours plus 18.75% tax.
What?
Yes.
Almost 20% tax?
Yes, I know
because tip that much sometimes.
The monthly garage fee a couple blocks from here is like $810 a month. Plus, when you add the 18.75% tax, you're in for over $1,000 or around $1,000 for your car.
There was places in Texas that I would have loved to live at that had rent that was $1,000. Like I would have killed to live at back when I was living in Texas.
You could put your car in your bedroom.
Seriously, I would have had so much square footage for renting an apartment in Texas for $1,000 a month. I could have parked in my car in my living room. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, it was a ton of fun. I got to see a lot of fans. I got to go to a lot of panels, make a lot of connections. One of the ones that I was really excited about is we talked to Skype. Skype was at this convention, and it actually had engineers.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Actual engineers, and actual people who were willing to listen.
Did you get anybody's name?
I did. I connected to them over Skype. I have their Skype name. I'm so excited about that.
God.
It's probably the best part of the whole convention is to pull on someone's ear and say, "This isn't working. Skype isn't working."
Oh my word, that is amazing. Yeah. I had lunch with Jackie Martland, who worked for years with Howard Stern, and someone stole his Twitter account.
Oh my gosh.
And it's posting as him, and he was saying there is not a human name at Twitter.
Nope.
All you can do is email Twitter.
Yep.
There's no names.
Yep.
And I always felt that about Skype, is that
same thing with Google. It's like,
yes,
you have a problem with YouTube, and you have no option, no one you can talk to.
Nobody human is working anywhere nearby.
That's one of the reasons I love Twitch. The convention I went to so much is they have focused on making sure. The thing is that when they started, there was so much competition in the market for live streaming. There was so much competition that they really focused on making sure content creators the community was perfectly curated. So I know like 4 or 5 employees at Twitch I could write an email to.
Wow.
And I know even like really small streamers that could at least tweet or send a direct email, not just a general email to people. So that's one of the reasons I actually like Twitch and went to the convention.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah.
I can see why.
Yeah. Anything else that happened over the weekend?
We should mention, we should mention Patreon.
Yes. There was
we love our Patreon contributors. And it seems Patreon got hacked.
Yeah, there was some sort of breach, security breach, and so it looks like people's usernames. Well, here it is.
I think it said possible credit card only if you were a Patreon member before 2004.
Yeah, it says here it goes. Some billing addresses added before 2014. No credit card numbers were taken in the breach, and Patreon says that although accessed all passwords, such as social security numbers and tax form information, were properly encrypted. So although no credit card numbers were taken in the breach, and Patreon says that although accessed, so they were accessed, passwords, social security numbers, and tax form information were properly encrypted. So they suggest that you should change your passwords.
Change your password.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So some encrypted data got out there. Hopefully, as long as it was hashed, salted, and made quite crispy to eat, those hash browns will be just fine out in the open. So yeah, credit card numbers were on an off-site service called Stripe, which I've used in the past before. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, so it is a breach. It isn't the worst breach. It's not like the Sony breach where everything was like unencrypted and they just got everything. And so I'm not too worried, but do change your passwords, because there is ways that you can, like let's say your password was soda, you could encrypt the data and look at that hash and go, well, that hash matches up with that hash. What was it before I encrypted it? Oh, it was soda.
Oh,
so it's like you have super easy passwords, and even some more complicated ones. So you
change it to Coca-Cola.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was soda, that'll fool them.
Yes.
No connection.
Diet Pepsi at least,
right.
And then no one will figure it out. No, we're kidding. So we just want to let you know that Patreon did have a security breach. And with that, I guess let's jump into our gadgets.
Well, let's jump in. Okay, US, what I did, there was an event here in the city on Tuesday called the Time to Play Magazine Holiday Showcase. And, of course, Time to Play means toys. So tons of Star Wars stuff. But I'll show you one of my favorite things, and it's also very inexpensive and I think a lot of fun. So let's go to the Holiday Showcase.
Dick DeBartolo, Mads, Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. Everything is Star Wars at the Time to Play event, and that's why I'm at Pie Face. Pie Face is really a fun game. Remember a couple of years ago, we had the balloon game where you took turns putting like sticks in balloons and you didn't want to be the one who broke it. Well, with Pie Face, it's kind of the same. And we're going to ask Jen. So Jen, how many people can play at one time?
As many as you want. Yep. You can play by yourself or you can play with your family. As many as you'd like.
I know you turn
all
this
by yourself. That's a little
to.
sad.
So
I know.
Let's go through it. So a person puts their head in there.
You put your head with your chin on this purple rest. The actual unit comes with like a plastic shield that looks just like this. And then you would spin the spinner. We have an oversized spinner here. And you would turn the clicks. It clicks. Oh, that one was a quick one.
Wow. I'll go back there. Do you have whipped cream?
I do, yes.
Of course they came prepared.
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go behind it.
Sure.
And you can go over there. Okay. Now, will my head fit?
Your head fits.
Wait a second. I have to hold my mic too. Okay. All right. So so now you put.
You're looking good.
So at home you can put whipped cream on it.
Yes. Ready Whip is our preferred.
Okay.
flavor.
Or what else could you put on it?
It also comes with a sponge.
A sponge. Oh, okay. You can do a wet sponge.
to the
Okay.
face.
Okay. There you go. And now we're gonna you spin the spinner. Okay. Spin the spinner for me. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many was it?
Still going.
Oh man, it's
You got 4.
4.
Oh,
Okay. Right. I'm repeating Jen since she's not near the mic. So she's going to turn it 4 times, and hopefully within those 4 times, go ahead, go do it.
Ready?
It's going to go 1,
Your chin is a little far away from that.
3.
I know
4.
because I didn't want to get
Okay,
whipped cream
well,
on the mic.
Yeah, exactly.
So just so people can see, just keep spinning until it happens.
Another 4.
Another 4. Oh my
okay,
God.
it's
only
loaded.
one.
I know that. 1, 2, 3.
That's actually pretty funny.
You got my face.
Ready Whip.
Oh, it is right.
It hit the side of my face.
So this is brand new.
That's perfect.
It's coming out early October, and it's going to be under $20, and it's called Pie Face, and everywhere or just
Everywhere, yep.
everywhere?
You can get everywhere.
Okay, Pie Face. This is Dick DeBartolo, Mads Maddest Writer, saying what a stupid thing to do. Make this the first video, so for the rest of the day, I have to walk around with whipped cream on my shirt. Take care.
I
Dick
want it
DeBartolo,
so
Mads Maddest
bad.
Writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.biz. Bye.
GB.
Biz TV. I want that so bad.
No, it's very. I can imagine when you don't have that big thing in front of you and you put your chin on it, that it's very funny. And you know, they said it's worked out so that the arm, as long as your chin is on that device, the arm can't come near your face.
Yeah, it can't
but it
smack
is
you in the face.
enough to throw the whipped cream.
Oh my God.
Or less fun, a wet sponge. And what's fun about it is no batteries, nothing to do. You just have to assemble it. And I heard you say over the video is, why would you want to play this by yourself? You know, why don't you just take some whipped cream and throw it?
Sad.
Throw it on yourself. Yeah.
Click.
And it's one of those strange things where on Amazon, it's like, Amazon has just ridiculous price. You know, just for laughs, type in Pie Face on Amazon.
Okay.
Because when I looked Thursday, the cheapest price was about twice the list price. But the best price, they're $35.
What?
Right?
plus $10 in shipping.
Right. Oh, okay, that one is $27 plus shipping.
$9.30 in shipping. That's almost $35.
So this is one of the few times we say don't go to Amazon, because this afternoon it is $15.99 at a Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. So much less
and if you live
expensive.
near one, you can order it, and they'll send it to the store for free, or they'll probably have it in the store.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Isn't that amazing?
So we do a series on YouTube called High Stakes, where there's always a loser in this game, and this is perfect for that.
Okay.
So you actually might see me go and buy one of these to record a game of this with my friends, because it.
Well, wait, you're not going to be able to tell who's going to get the cream, though, right?
No, that's the thing. So.
You want that? You want that?
We want that. So normally we play it in a few different ways. Sometimes you have to play a game in Minecraft and the loser gets something done to them, and then sometimes we just play actual like party games where there's a loser that. This is perfect, you lose, you get pied right in the face. I love it.
Yeah. Well, you could, if you want to make it more likely he's going to get it, you would say, pick a number between 10 and, just pick a big number.
Yeah, exactly.
So he has to have his chin on there for every
Or maybe
click.
You have to do like math really fast, and how far off you are from the actual answer, that's how many clicks you got to do.
That is perfect. That is perfect.
That is, man. This is a fun. I'm excited.
The biggest bill they have in their wallet is how many. So
that's funny.
So you would only have to have one click.
That's funny. I would actually have to have receipt clicks, a party. That's it. That's
no clicks for
no
Chad.
Clicks for
me. Wow. So if he's like,
how much does a credit card count? For how many clicks? Does
none. He said, "Oh yeah." If he was bragging early on, I only got a $50 bill here. Okay, pal, put your chin in here.
Yes.
We're gonna count 50 times.
Oh man, I love this. I love that so much. Yeah. And Toys R Us is for $15, $16 really, $15.99. I would totally purchase this. For $35, probably not. Sorry, Amazon.
No,
I was actually telling you ahead of time. I've had such inconsistent results from Amazon lately. My packages have been showing up late. Or not at all. That might be my apartment complex's fault, but. And then same thing with price. There's many times that I've gone to a place like Best Buy and they have a much better price and I can just walk to Best Buy.
Okay, yeah, it's interesting. I do know that the prices are all over the lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could buy something for $10 and the next day it's $19. It just defies... Yeah,
yep.
But delivery-wise, it's operating different in the city.
Yes.
They have a huge warehouse that they opened in New Jersey, and not most of, but a lot of my 2-day shipping things turns out to be overnight. So. Yeah,
that is nice.
And most of them are packages addressed to you.
Exactly. That's that's a benefit. And I'm loving having Amazon Now. If I need something, they normally have a version of whatever I need. Let's say I need
and that's within
a soda or something, and that comes within an hour, which is pretty amazing.
And what is the charge? I forgot the delivery charge for
If it is within an hour, I think it's a $7 delivery charge. But if you schedule it,
for $7, I'll come bring you a soda.
Well, so you pile in. You say, oh, I want 7 different things or whatever. So if you schedule it within just 1 hour, or just say as fast as you can, get it to me, it's $7. But even if you go just 1 hour out for a scheduled delivery, then I believe it's free. I'm gonna add these some frozen fruit. I want some macaroni and cheese, some gelato. Okay, so gelato. I'm done. Okay, let's buy this. Checkout. Oh, I must have $30 or more in my cart. I'm not showing this process because it does show my some information. Let's do beverages. Let's do some water. Here we go. Add that to cart. Oh, that was $1? Oh gosh, I want a whole bunch of those. 8 of those. There we go. Now let's see what we got. What? I'm still haven't. Subtotal is 50.
Ready Whip. You need Ready Whip.
Oh my gosh. I can't buy enough here. Here's some Diet Cokes. Okay. We're going to order 10 of those Diet Cokes. There's no possible way that there we go. Okay, so if I check out, what are my shipping options? Oh my God, I have to type in my password. Okay, well, never mind, because that's a 32 character thing that I don't know off the top of my head. Moving on. Let's go to the next gadget.
Our next gadget is from the folks at Patch, and they have a fun game called Chrono Bomb, the secret spy mission game where you supposed to climb over or crawl under lasers. Now, so it's safe and cheap. The laser is really just a green string. But they did make a very funny 1-minute video, which we can just play here, showing you the strings. Okay, there you go.
Come on, YouTube, you can do it.
So it comes with that string.
Everyone's looking as I walk down the street. My lane's so cold.
Yeah, jumping this music.
I know I'm super fly, but it ain't what
Actually, these guys are pretty good.
Yeah.
Autographs, cause my pen ran out of ink.
So you have to do this at your house, I assume.
Yes. Exactly. That's why I didn't do it live at the play at the event.
My hip hop classes are still going on. I haven't graduated from hip hop school yet.
You get paid out there. It's great fun. So you get the for some reason 27.5 feet of string, and then you get several. I think it's 3 sets of clips that the string slides through. Then you pick 3 pieces of furniture and arrange the strings so they go high and low. And then if you want to make it more fun, for people who are very agile, comes with a bunch of cards with pictures on it. So you say, okay, you have to go in here, go through the laser maze, come back with a camera, come back with a pencil, whatever the pictures are on the card, and not set off the alarm.
Oh, is it like a scavenger hunt? Like, do you...
Well, no, the little timer has a countdown timer. And they set it once for 3 minutes and once for a couple of minutes. So you pick how many minutes you want the person. You can challenge each other to say, I can go in and pick up 3 cards in 2 minutes. So you set that clock for 2 minutes and you hit tick, 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 tick. And it's a countdown timer. And you have to climb over without if you touch any of those strings, the fake dynamite sound goes off and you've lost. Yeah, something like that. And if you go on through and touch the device at the end without touching anything, then you get either applause or a bugle or some sort of thing that you've done. Yes, yeah. So how complicated you want to make it is depending on where you want to put the strings.
Parents could set it up to the level that their children can participate. I think that's great.
Exactly. So again, it's another fun game. This does need some batteries, and the people at Patch said that it was the top selling game.
I was so confused about the camera thing. I just realized. I thought like you have to go get a camera from your room.
No, the camera cards.
It's a card. Hide the card. Okay, I get it. Sorry.
That's okay. Pictures of items. And then so this little kid is doing it, and even him, I did not feel like you could have played it at the playtime event, but I didn't feel like trying to leap over some strings and crawl under some other strings.
Yeah, that would have been.
So evidently it was like the top-selling game in France last year, and so they decided to bring it here. And let me just see. I think the list price is $30. And here, Amazon matches everybody else.
Yeah.
Almost everybody's selling it for $24.99, as is Amazon.
Perfect. Wow. This looks like a neat little game.
It's fun. It's called Chrono Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah. Very neat. I like that. And that's, I think, a good price, too. And available
absolutely.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think kids will like it.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then everything else. Notice I have a set decoration.
Ooh, I've been looking at that. It's nice.
Yes. So everything, a ton. I don't ever remember this much Star Wars merchandise this far out. And they did a thing where all Star Wars merchandise would be released on the same day. I think it might have been September 1st, or you could send out the press releases September 1st, and the items came out October 1st. But anyway, so I went to 3 different toy companies, and here are their Star Wars offerings.
Dick DiBartolo, Man's Medicine Writer, and the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at GizWiz.tv. We're at Uncle Milton, and the Star Wars Science Bluetooth headset device is out. This reads your mind. I'm wearing this headset, not to grow hair. And we showed this at Toy Fair, but now it is in the marketplace, and I can actually move this spaceship with oh, I see. Can you see what it says? It says, Dick, your mind is not strong enough to move anything. Well, I like that. It's in stores now, and it is $119.99 from Uncle Milton. Star Wars Science. We're talking more Star Wars stuff. We're at Jack's Pacific, and we have, what do we have here?
So these are our big figs from Jack's, and this is the Force Awakens. So these are the new figures from Force Awakens.
This is the one that's coming out in December.
Exactly, coming out in December. This is the 31-inch villain from the new movie. Incredible, comes with a soft goods cloak, and at an amazing size for only $29.99, so a great price point. And then we have our 20-inch figures here, also from The Force Awakens, and these are only $19.99.
Actually, those are a very good price, yeah.
Incredible value. And
they're just for decoration. They don't talk or sing or dance.
They don't talk, but our 48-inch Vader does talk. He has sounds, and he also has a motion-activated belt. And so you can actually put him into friend or foe mode, and when you walk by him, he'll talk to you.
What will he say in foe? Is he working?
His batteries, I think, are low.
Oh, the oldest batteries are dead.
Obviously,
okay.
He says, may the force be with you. He asks you to join the Rebel Alliance, and a variety of other, Darth-like sayings.
Okay. And how tall is he?
He's 48 inches tall.
Wow.
Yeah, it is amazing. He's super tall, and we will also be having a 48-inch Stormtrooper from the new Episode 7, The Force Awakens movie as well.
Okay, is he out now?
He's on shelves now. Yep, so you can find him.
And his cost is?
He's $99.99.
$99.99.
Yep.
So some really neat Star Wars figures, and they're from Jack's Pacific. I'm sure we'll find more Star Wars stuff. So let's go. Battling here at Toy Fair. Darth Vader is battling who?
Kylo Ren, the new villain, coming out in December.
These guys, great sound effects, by the way. I'll hold my mic up to the speaker for 1 minute here. You may or may not hear that. It's kind of loud in here. So these guys sell for
So these are both $129.99. They're available at Toys R Us. Kylo Ren, I should say, he's going to be the new villain in the new Star Wars movie. So that's coming out in December. But these toys are available now, some for pre-sale and some in-store in Toys R Us.
And they're from Thinkway Toys. And can you put R2-D2 on the floor? We're doing a roundup of toys. So we had the enormous Darth Vader, and now we have an R2-D2. Now this guy doesn't blow bubbles, but this guy moves when he's good and ready. Come on, R2. All right, so R2-D2 has woken up. Now what can he do?
R2-D2 can actually do over 1,000 action combinations, and he can be pre-programmed using his remote control.
1,000?
Okay, and I understand he has a projector in him?
He does, yes. He projects a picture of Princess Leia, and it has the original movie voice and sound effects. So I can show you a demonstration if you'd like.
Do it, okay. We will. Okay. Oh, we're gonna use a white piece of paper, and oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
And now let's have the picture of the Giz Wiz. Oh, he doesn't have that? Okay. So he's $149?
$159.99 at Toys R Us.
Toys R Us only. Okay, and he is officially called?
He's officially called the R2-D2 Interactive Robotic Droid.
Okay, from Thinkway Toys. Okay, great. All right, well, there we have a great sampling of Star Wars gadgets and gizmos from the Time to Play event, fall event here in New York City. Dick DiBartolo, Mads Writer, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater.
You do a great R2-D2.
Yes, I do, don't I?
You really do.
Are you a Star Wars fan at all?
Oh, yeah, I love... I mean, I'm not a mega fan, but I really like Star Wars. I've seen all the movies, and I haven't read any of the books. I know a few of my friends have.
Would you buy any of these things to put on shelves or anything, or you don't go that far?
Probably not that far.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I mean, I remember that the 42-inch, like super tall figure.
Yeah, 48.
48. I would have killed to have that as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved that in my room. That's awesome.
I think that I don't know if the batteries were dead or it was just a prototype because one person said, oh, and the belt lights up and all these things light up. And then the other person came over to describe it and he says things. And I said, and then what lights up? And she said, oh, there are no lights on him. So I'm not quite sure.
They're pushing it out so fast. They don't know what it does.
But you're right. A 4-foot for $100. Also, the 31-inch things, they were greatly detailed for $30. So if you just want one of those sitting on a shelf, those Jack's Pacific dolls, I don't know if they call them dolls. Actually, they sent me one. Yoda sitting behind me, so they're nicely detailed. Yeah, on their website, they have each version of each character that they make. And also, this year, there seem to be many more toys that are only going to be at Toys R Us.
Yeah. It might. Yeah. I mean, they're getting a lockdown on all the toy market.
Yeah, they are, and it was interesting because a few years ago at Toy Fair, I was talking to one of the manufacturers about the new toys, and he sort of said something I never realized. He said, you know, when you guys, talking about reporters, when you guys come to Toy Fair, you're really seeing what Toys R Us is letting you see. Yeah. He said, basically, when we have a pre-show, actually, Toys R Us, and back then there was another toy company, I forgot what it was. I think they've gone under by now. When these two manufacturers go to each major toy company and they see the line, and if they say they're not going to order that toy, the company doesn't bother producing it.
Oh my gosh.
Because they needed at least one of these two companies to say they would buy it so that they would be guaranteed enough volume to manufacture it. Yeah, it kind of shows you the kind of clout
that if two companies decided, nope, not good enough. Wow.
Yes. You know, I don't know if anybody ever. You know, I wonder if Amazon ever turns anything down. I wonder if you went to Amazon and said, "I'm not going to manufacture this unless you'll sell it on Amazon." I assume.
The thing is that Amazon has no exclusives.
No. The only thing I found out about Amazon was when I went to buy my new 4K TV, which I'll report on in a couple weeks. On Best Buy, it said, we price match these companies. And it said Amazon. And then... So I printed the ad. It was only $20 cheaper than Best Buy because it was on sale at Best Buy. But I thought it was just a matter of printing this page. I'll save $20. So I went in and the guy said, "Oh yeah, just tell that man over there, show him the ad, and he'll readjust the price at $20." And I showed it to him and he said, "No, we can't do that." And I said, "Well, it's on Amazon." He said, "No, you have to read the fine print about our price guarantee. It has to be on Amazon and it has to say sold by Amazon."
Oh yeah, it can't be in the marketplace of Amazon.
Yes. But the thing is, when you go on Amazon,
you can't tell.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
So I just saw Best Buy. But it was Best Buy and Joe Doak's TV service in Piscataway was fulfilling it.
Right. Like I just went to the front page just to kind of look around, and this is a graphics card. And what you need to make sure is that you're not buying it like these new, used, and refurbished ones.
Yes.
It's super difficult to tell which of these, where you're getting it from, and especially with specialty products.
Is that a graphics card that's $700?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was. I have a few computer gadgets on.
I don't think my computer was $700.
I didn't buy that one. That was the Titan, I believe. Here, what was that? Yeah, that was the. Oh no, that was the 980 Ti. Yeah, I did not. You can tell that there's not that. You purchased this item on such and such date, at the top, exactly. That was just one that I was drooling over. But yeah, it's really difficult to tell a lot of times whether if this is part of the marketplace or if it's bought through Amazon. A lot of this times when it says shipping through or you're paying for shipping, that is a different different company than Amazon. So there's that. Yeah, got to keep that in mind when you're looking for products to price match with. One time I went in and I did the price match thing and I didn't print out anything and I just said, hey, what was funny was I was trying to price match to Best Buy's own website. I saw it on the website and I said, oh, that's comparable to Amazon. I'll just drive down and I'll get the product. And so I went in and it was $10 more, and so I went over and said, hey, I'd like to price match this, thinking that they would look at their own website first. And the price rang up and it was cheaper than I was thinking, so I was like, well, I wonder where they found that product. Okay, interesting. And so bought it, left, and it had on the receipt what it price matched for. They price matched for the wrong device. I wanted, I think it was like a modem, and they price matched for a modem that was like 2 levels underneath the modem I was buying, so I got like an additional $20 off.
Wow.
Of what their in-store price was.
Wow.
Well,
that's what the guy said when I bought my TV. He said, we had a guy in California got cheated out of $20.
Right.
So
right. We're now a lot more vigilant.
We're not going to give you $20 off.
Yes. Yes. So
there you go.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what you're going to get whenever you go price match. Before we move on, we absolutely want to thank our sponsor for this episode, Harry's. Harry's is the best shave experience around. If you are wondering where you find this fantastic experience, HARRYS.com. And at Harry's, you sign up for the best shaving experience. What you do is you shop for a set, super competitively priced. You don't have to deal with going into a store, asking for employees to unlock a cage for you to get at razors or handles. This is all-encompassing, fantastic service. Look at this. This is the Truman set, $15. You get to choose the color of your handle. You get 2 blades, you get a carrying case, you get shave gel, you get the handle. Actually, you get 3 blades. Look at that. I was counting 2 down here. You get 1 attached to the handle as well. It is just amazing. And I keep saying that this is an experience, and it really is. It shows up on your front door. You open up the packaging. It's super nicely packaged. You're happy to shave again. You know it's a chore, and it's definitely a chore if you have dull razors, expensive razors. You're worried about that all the time. Blades can easily run up to $4 a blade. Here they are for $2 or less, and these blades are fantastic quality, made in their own factory in Germany. So they're about half the price because it's their own factory. And the quality control is just fantastic. And we have a special deal for you for being a Giz Wiz listener. To get $5 off your first purchase, just enter the code GizWiz when you check out, and you'll get $5 off your first purchase. You'll absolutely love Harry's. It'll keep your face clean. It'll keep your mind happy. It'll keep your body well. Harry's, HARRYS.com. And for $5 off, use the code GizWiz at checkout. And thanks, Harry, so much for supporting the Giz Wiz.
And you get that little travel thing too for the razor. I love that
little travel thing. It's perfectly made for the razor itself. It's
in there.
And the gel, the shave gel that they use, I really like.
Someone in the chat room saying, "Oh, I love their shave gel."
I really do. The scent of it is perfect. I'm very happy with their shave gel. So there's that. Hey, thank you so much.
Also, you know, it's someone in the chat room saying, "I always buy online so I save money on taxes." But you know, on Amazon,
they've been cracking down on that.
Yes, not only, but they've sort of been doing it. The computer just does it. For example, if you buy a service that normally isn't taxed, it just gets added. 8.5% tax.
Yeah, wow.
I'm trying to think of something. If you download a song, I think they put a 8.5% tax on in New York City. Anyway, I think it's probably the state law that says everything has to be taxed.
Yeah, I want to look if. You know, the Prime
if they're at the door with your $32 worth of Cokes.
Yeah, my $32.
Aren't you going to be shocked when they show up with 8 Cokes, 15 waters?
Is there any tax on this? Because it should be. This is produce, right?
Oh, there shouldn't be on produce.
There shouldn't be any tax on
What is your local tax? In New York City, it's 8.25 on everything but food.
I gotta say, I don't know.
I
don't know what California's state tax is. I think it's like 9%.
On like you buy a TV set for $100, it's $9 tax.
I think so. Let me look.
Okay.
It's 7.5. It's saying, hey, that's less expensive than Texas. The problem is that we have an income tax, a state income tax, and in Texas we didn't. So yeah, 7.5. State and local taxes can reach 9.25 in many cities, it says. So maybe I should say Los Angeles.
Wow. There's no income tax? There's no state tax in Texas?
There's no income tax, state income tax in Texas.
Wow.
Yeah. No, there's property tax and there's sales tax, which I believe sales tax is always at 8.25. So yeah, they're saying Google says 9%. I got it right. Hooray! For the Los Angeles County.
Wow. And people think that the Giz Wiz is just fluff, not knowing that along the way they learn a lot.
Oh, we did. You know, I'm glad.
Fortunately, they don't learn enough never to tune in again.
No.
But they learn a lot.
I was floored, if we're talking about tax. VAT, value-added tax in London, was like insane. It was like 15%. It was some.
Aren't you supposed to apply to get that back?
Yes. Value added tax is 20%. Remember how you were saying the 20% tax? And you can get it back on things that you leave the country with. So if you bought a T-shirt, that would count. But if you say bought food, that doesn't count. So there's certain things that...
It must be very difficult if you smuggle stuff.
Exactly.
Into the country. Then you go...
Or, if you buy something wholesale and then sell it, then that's gone.
Yeah.
It's bad. Jeez. 20%.
20%. It's pretty stiff.
That is pretty stiff. Okay, let's stop talking about taxes.
Okay, very good. And let's move on to, ladies and gentlemen, just once a show, which a lot of people think is quite enough.
Yes.
We go to Chad's Crappy Corner.
Chad's Crappy Corner.
He's in Petaluma, and in a minute, he will be back.
I'm back.
In L.A.
I am back. So, this month we asked the patrons, thank you so much, patrons, for supporting the show, what you wanted the theme to be. And they responded quite effectively with 46% wanting as seen on TV. So
what were the other choices?
The other choices were, I believe...
Was there another choice?
Yeah, there was
Maybe
pets.
that's why.
Yeah, that's
46.
why.
Right.
Yeah, and then over 50% just decided not to vote.
Right.
There was pets and fitness, is I believe what the other two were.
Oh, fitness, this group?
Apparently, I was ready to get fit for them for a month.
Wow. No. My guess is fitness got 1%. That would be my...
Yeah, probably didn't get that much. Overwhelming, not majority, overwhelming minority wanted as seen on TV. So all of these gadgets will have come from the commercials. So today, I feel like we should just start off with the commercial. I shouldn't...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay, so here we are. This is the tiniest little commercial I've ever did see. One second. Let me see if I can grab a better version of this commercial before I show it off. And all of these, luckily, I didn't have to, actually call in to get these.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, a ton of that seen on TV stuff is on Amazon.
Oh yeah, a lot of it. So. This should be it, the TV commercial. Oh, no, that is not the commercial. They had it on their website, but it actually was super tiny. So, I don't know, maybe let's just try. Here it is.
Is the all-in-one, go-anywhere snacking solution that's sweeping the nation. Snackeez really is the ultimate snacking solution. Now you can have your favorite drink and the snacks you love all in one
their website.
cup.
Okay.
Snack easy with Snackeez. Safely sealed. So great for kids. With Snackeez,
wow.
It's clean and easy. Snackeez controls the mess. You can get yours online or at any of these fine retailers. Must be 18 years or older to order online.
Whoa! Have to be over 18 to order online.
Wow.
Thanks, Snackeez. So, the idea of Snackeez is that there is 2 containers in one Snackeez. I have it here, so let me just go ahead and pop it out of the packaging. This is the retail packaging.
Okay.
So, you have the lid, the top of the lid. And I don't know if you noticed in the commercial, it pops. It sort of pops.
Oh, it does.
Pops here. So, you have this container for the inside, for whatever your snacks are, and then you have a bottom container for whatever your liquid is, and a straw to kind of keep it all contained in there. So we have I have a few things in which to fill this up.
So you actually are drinking through whatever your snack is.
Exactly. Okay. So let's pour some water in here. There we go. Okay. It does hold liquid. Look at that. And then we'll add the top.
Are you gonna, after you put the top on, you're gonna knock it over like they do in the commercial?
Yeah, we'll try that. This top, I do have to say, is a little bit dirty. I don't know if it's quite easy to tell, but there's some grunge.
Oh, I see a little bit, yeah.
A little grunge on that. Well, you probably want to wash it before you try this at home. So we'll put this on. Now, I did see, there we go. So that screws on. Looks like that's on pretty tight.
It actually screws on or pushes on?
Yeah, no, it screws on. There's threads in there. You can see the threads along the side.
Oh, yeah. Well, then it may not leak.
And so then I have some chips here.
Okay.
Some fancy chips. So we'll put that in the, here we can.
What I don't understand, though, is if you knock it over, why doesn't water pour out through the straw?
I don't know. I don't know of this answer. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, too many chips. Oh, gosh. We might have
too many chips, so little time.
You can't just put it in one. There you go. Okay, so. There we go. Okay, we'll try to knock it over now. We'll give it one good knock.
Okay, chat room, if you never see us again, all electronics were shorted out.
One chip here is still, we'll put that one on the ground. Okay, well, here we go. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Stay sealed. Hey, look at that. The lid kind of popped open. Oh, and we got a tiny amount of leakage. Okay, stay in there, Snackeez.
I literally don't know why water doesn't pour out the straw.
Yeah, that's weird. I assumed water would be pouring all over the place right now. Yeah. But it doesn't. So we're getting a few drops.
Right. Boy, you're getting braver.
I am.
Oh my God, you're getting stupidly.
Yeah. We had a little bit of out the straw.
Stupidly brave. Oh.
Tiny amount out the straw. Does this straw even work?
It must count on how much air is in there.
Maybe.
Did you actually get a drink come through it? And it's easy to drink?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like a straw. I'm impressed, I gotta say.
It's magic.
It is magic. Okay. And then, you open it up, have a chip.
Okay.
That works.
Well, at a party, you just leave it open, right?
Yeah. You mix and mingle just like this, Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Wow.
So, not only, when I went to the store to find this, did they have normal Snackeez, the original Snackeez, but they also happen to have, as if there weren't enough Star Wars products already, the Star Wars Snackeez.
Oh my
And I happened to grab a photo of it, so I wanted to show you a photo of this Star Wars Snackeez.
Was it priced higher than all the other Snackeez?
You know what? No, same price, but it was smaller. So there's actually a Frozen. There's one Star Wars. There's a Frozen.
Oh yeah.
There's another Star Wars, and you can see the prices of the Snackeez was all $10, but it was definitely a smaller Snackeez compared to the others. And not only that, they've gone into a whole Snackeez range. But here is the Snackeez disposables. So now here there are 10 cups, 10 straws, 10 lids, and 10 drink cups. That's a total of 30 pieces. If we can just, if we can open in. Okay, there we go. That was quite difficult, a lot more difficult than
I thought. And no straws, right?
No, there are. There are 10 straws.
Wow.
Here are the 10 straws. Here are the lids. There we go.
And the cups.
And the cups, right here. So let's test out one of these. These is a disposable, cup. So let's grab a lid.
And how much is that? A package of that?
$10 as well.
$10.
So it's about $1 a cup with the disposable. Whoa. Okay. Well, that just fell right off. Okay. There's that. Let's. I guess I should put some sort of liquid in here just to test it out. So let me grab that.
Now, at $1, is it still going to screw on?
No, it's just a.
Maybe this one may not say.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to dump it over quite the same.
No, I would not.
But we're going to attach that lid, just like that. It's a normal quality.
Cup.
Cup or whatever. We can also add our chips A little less room than the original Snacky, but still plenty to fit some chips in there. This could be quite nice after you know, pick your kids up from the store, or from the school, and then you put in a straw. You have a little bendy straw. So, you know, I think I think this is okay.
Oh, that's definitely careful that lid doesn't come off totally.
Yeah, okay. So it's not quite as secure, especially around the straw. This one's kind of perfectly sealed. But that still works. You know, you got a little chip action.
You know, for a party, I wouldn't use them all the time because there's so much waste.
Yeah.
But like for a party or something,
Fantastic says this is the diet Snacky. Well, but yeah.
Oh, is the plastic one is smaller than the regular one?
Yeah. So here's the regular. This is adult Snacky.
Oh, I
Child
see.
Snacky.
And that's the Snackette. The Snackyette.
The Snacky Duo is what it's called. Now, this I do not. It's reuse or recycle. I do not believe not for dishwashers or microwave use. So you can't microwave these guys. I do believe that the original Snacky can be washed. Let's see. Whoops. And microwaved. Let's see. I don't know. It doesn't happen to say that on the packaging. It doesn't happen to say on the cup as well. But I don't see why this couldn't be dishwasher safe. It's very hard plastic.
It might be one of those used near the top of the dishwasher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And don't use Brillo.
No Brillo.
Oh, you did it.
That's quite enjoyable.
Wow. Yeah.
There you go. So that is the Snacky. It cost me $10 for the Snacky Pro. And then $10 for Snacky Junior, reusable Snackeez, and with all of the accessories as well. So I'd say for $10. Now I don't know what's the better deal. You get 10 for $10 of these little ones, or you get 1 for $10.
I don't know. I kind of like the smaller one better.
I kind of do too, and you get a lot. So you could
yeah, and also you could rinse them out and use it for a week or so before you went to a second one.
Exactly. So that is the Snacky, the as seen on TV product, and that is going to kick off, I think, a very fun month of products. I know that we have another food product coming. And we have some vision products as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so there's some good stuff coming up. So that is from Snackeez, and you can either buy this online for $10. I went into Walgreens. I found them in their as seen on
yeah,
TV.
if you buy it online, you have to pay shipping and handling.
Exactly. I think Walgreens is the perfect solution for this. So with that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse. I'm gonna eat some snacks.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn. What do you got for us this week?
We have a viewer's video. Now, it's not from my warehouse, but it would make, as he mentions in the video, a great what the heck is it gadget.
Ooh.
And actually, it's quite fascinating. I had no idea such a thing existed. So I'll just read his very short email. Hi, Dick and Chad. I hope you enjoy this short video of my favorite gadget. And it's signed Mac from Parts Unknown.
Ooh.
So here's Mac's viewer's video.
I've been there.
Hi guys, this is Mac from Parts Unknown, and today we're going to play a little game of What the Heck Is It?
A flute.
What the heck is it?
No.
Transparent plastic tube with a circuit board,
a flashlight,
battery in the end, and a 3.5mm jack on the other end. What are we looking at?
I think it's electronic.
No.
Magic wand.
Well, I bet
Snacky.
you know what these are.
Oh my gosh.
A set of great Highland bagpipes. Several years ago, I decided that traveling with great Highland bagpipes is probably not the best idea. They're a little bulky, they're a little heavy, and you don't really trust the airlines to handle these things. So I started looking for a solution. Let me set these things down. The solution I found was technopipes from a company called Fagerström. They're located in either Switzerland or Finland, and they've built this device to simulate a set of great Highland bagpipes. These little contactors here match up with the holes that are in the chanter that allow you to play this. There are also a couple of buttons on the back that allow you to change functions like volume and pitch and the type of instrument you're listening to. Cost $399 6 years ago.
Whoa.
I checked today. It's still available from Fagerström for $399.
Wow.
It's a wonderful tool that allows you to plug in headphones, practice your bagpipes in silence. Some people even use this as an actual performance instrument. They take it up on the stage and they play it. One of the issues with this is that these contactors rely on your fingers to be conductive. And so if your hands are dry, you've got to put on some lotion or something to kind of get good contact to play. But other than that, this thing performs beautifully, has continued to perform beautifully for all these years. I'm going to insert right here a sample of the sound that this produces, and I'll be right back. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the little demonstration I have of this set of techno pipes from Fagerström. And thanks for watching about my favorite gadget.
Mark, I'm wondering if Mark is in the witness protection program.
Parts unknown.
Parts unknown, and we never ever see his face. Yeah.
I think he's hiding from all the people who heard him practice.
Don't like bagpipes.
Yeah, well, heard him practice before he had because if you've ever heard anyone practice bagpipes,
it is painful.
It's like a cat has died, at least.
Yeah. It is a great way to drive the Pied Piper attracts mice.
Right.
That's a way to clear a building or a city block of rodents with a bagpipe player.
Yes, absolutely.
Mark ends by saying, if I'm lucky enough to get on the air, let me know, or I guess I'll see, and I'll send you an address. So, Mark, from Parts Unknown, does Parts Unknown have a zip code? Because I'll need that.
I think it's 00000.
Yeah. So, Mark, you will get, I should have had one here. You will get be the very first to get the December issue of Mad Magazine.
Exciting.
Which has the Chad, can you quickly look up December Mad cover?
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay. You'll get a copy of that and a 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman picture. And what was amazing was the magazine's not out, but Mad released the cover. The cover is Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay put it on his Facebook page. And in less than 24 hours, it got 138,000 likes.
Oh, my gosh.
And 15,000 shares.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So that should help the issue, I hope.
Yeah.
So you'll get
found it quite yet, but.
Oh, that's okay. If you go to Facebook, Gordon Ramsay, it's about the third picture down, or was. And meanwhile, we're looking for more videos. We have one more in stock. There it is. We have one more in stock. So we need a 2 to 3 minute video. I invented this, my favorite gadget of all time, my gadget warehouse, or just a gadget you have around the house. And like in the case of our bagpipe player, it was a gadget he's had for years, but it turns out that it's still available. So that's perfect. So Mac's video is good. So send us your video to mail@gizwiz.tv. Put it on YouTube. You can put it on as unlisted. so that just people you want can see it, and do it soon. We have one more video left from Mike for next week, and then we need more videos. And you too, if you live in the U.S. or Canada, will get a copy of that issue and one of those 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures.
Perfect.
That's it. There you go.
Let's move on to the letter.
Here come the letters, those lovely letters. Here come the Giz Wiz letters now.
Woohoo!
Our letter comes from Sandy, who writes, "Hi, Dick and Chad. I'm a big fan of the show, who've been watching and listening for many years, from the daily Giz Wiz up until now. I've been through all the evolutions. I still love it. It's a breath of fresh air for every new show." Wow, thank you. Not sure if you've seen this gadget or reviewed it, but I'd love to hear your view on this. Is this for real? So Chad's not seen this video. I just watched the first few minutes because the first few minutes I thought, what? So let's all watch it together. Sandy sent us the link to this gadget, which is called Circuit Bracelet.
Oops, sorry, 1 second. Go. The tablet directly on your skin without any smartphone.
Yeah.
Have a look at these.
Oh, I guess it's Secret Bracelet, right?
I guess. What?
Yes, that
what?
That was my feeling.
No. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you erase it by putting it back. Yeah.
No. It's saying that it will project this onto your arm.
How can it be?
It can't. Look at it. Look how fake it is right there.
And look at how bright that image is.
Yeah, right. This is. I mean, the image is obviously not added onto his skin. That's so easy. That is fake.
Yeah.
Click here to get on the waiting list. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
I mean, like, fortunately, you have fair skin, so you would get good reception. But I have hairy arms. I won't see anything.
Skin? Oh my god! But it's saying that it's going to project black color onto your skin. How does that work?
Oh, first? Oh, it's going to project the background.
It's saying that like there's a projector in the bracelet.
Yes, I think that
implying. Like look, see how there's that little tiny dot right there? Like it's projecting that.
So there's a speaker in it?
How does it work?
Yes, that's what we want to know.
Yeah, projector interfaces projects the interface. Get rid of all these freaking annotations. Oh my gosh. Okay, how does this work? The projector, the Pico projector projects the interface on your arm. When you put your finger on the interface, you stop one of the 8 long-range proximity sensors. You stop it. Oh, it looks like you shut it down every time you use it. What?
No, I guess when you stop it, that triggers it to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, right. This is so fake. There's the proximity sensors. There's the Pico projector. Yeah, right.
The sensor sends the information back to the processor that's in your secret. See? And you thought it was fake.
Yeah, right.
And now the components. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So fake.
10 colors.
Yeah, right. They're gonna come out with it, and it's gonna be so big.
It's like, yes,
you can't get a Pico projector that small.
No. Your digital privacy secret. I guess it's secret, right? As opposed to circuit.
I guess. guess. I have. Who knows? Yeah. I think it's.
But the thing is, it's not like a Kickstarter project or something. It's just give us money to get this started.
That's a good point. It's just a pre-order, which means that there's no
product
expectation. Yeah, there's no third-party company that's watching these people. This is a pipe dream. This is
okay. Sandy, when I saw it too, I said I have to use this on the show because Chad's going to say, "What are they
kidding?"
This is
the dumbest thing. This is so fake, and yeah, right. Yeah, maybe this video presents world premiere of it actually working.
World premiere.
First working prototype. Works.
It weighs 9 pounds.
Yeah, see, that's what's going to be looking a lot more like.
Yes,
and look how large it is. Look how big that thing was.
Look at that, yes.
This thing.
And all it does is it's projecting.
Yeah, right.
You're right. Look at the sound. Look at the the guy looks like he's actually holding a Pico projector on his wrist, doesn't he?
Just because what he's doing, that is it. Look at how crummy that looks.
It just looks.
Oh, look!
A little different than the
photo.
video.
That's a tiny bit. Works outside a very crummy light. Yeah, it's just like of course they're not showing the prototype.
No. All they're showing is they're projecting 4 images.
God, that is embarrassing.
So I'm only going to put in $1,000. How much you going to put
exactly. In? Yeah, I'll match your $1,000.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
But also just, is it? Oh, hey, I sent you this photo. Make sure you check it out. Oh, okay, I'm happy to. Oh, there's a big old spot right on your face. Oh, sorry, that's my mole that's on my arm. Sorry. Oh my God.
Sandy, we don't think this is going to happen.
No.
Or if it does, it's going to be a suitcase on your wrist.
Exactly. You read my mind.
But Sandy, you gave us a lot of laughs.
Yes.
So thank you.
Thanks for sending that
so
over.
much. Someone in the Scooter X is saying we need $940,000 US.
That's what they say they need?
That's what he says. He's doing a quote. I don't know if he's. Oh, yeah. I guess this is what it says somewhere on the website. We need 850,000 euros or 940,000 US to cover development and legal validation. Help us by donating. Oh, if this is them, it's really a joke because it says, help us by donate an amount of your choice.
Yeah, and then Bleak says it's about the same concept as this, which I say absolutely no. Yes, they're both using a Pico projector. Yes, they're both using a proximity sensor. But I totally believe that, yes, you could fit a Pico projector in this large of a device. You could project it onto a surface that far away reliably, and it would look about like that. In okay light. Like, this makes sense. The size of the device, the distance the device is away, makes sense. But no, not on your wrist, and not in the way that they're showing.
No, exactly. Projecting from 2 inches away, and you get the
same concept.
Smartphone size image. Concept.
Yeah, it needs to be. Yeah, the problem is that their concept, the wristband, needed to have a little Pico projector pole that comes out about that far and then shines onto your arm. Exactly. Yeah. So they claim 7,177 donors as of today.
But you laughed at my sound machine wristwatch.
Exactly.
And
look, I have, have you seen my new wristwatch? It's a drink wristwatch. Yeah.
Oh, the drink-a-cup wristwatch. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
multiple compartments.
Great. Yeah.
It's just like a smartphone.
And then my new blah wristwatch is here. Yeah.
This is my new cat wristwatch. Yeah, it's you know, this is gonna be styling.
Oh, that's
day.
nice.
You know?
That's nice.
Yeah,
and then you know, from the Gadget Warehouse, my Casio remote control watch. Now that was a little large for its time.
Gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness!
Just like a Fox. This is a Fox wristwatch. I don't know why I have this here. Why do I keep these things in the studio? I'm not sure. Thanks for sending that over. That was a lot of laughs. That's ridiculous.
That was great, Sandy.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. If you find weird stuff like that, send it to us.
Please. Please do. Please do. Big thanks, humongous thanks to our 369 patrons.
Yes.
They donate for every single episode we produce, and that helps us keep the lights on. Not all the way, maybe at 50% power.
But, you're right.
But it really helps out a lot, and we just have to say thank you so much. We're so grateful, and thank you so much for your support. You can also, if you don't want to sign up for Patreon because they just had a security breach, you know, PayPal one-time donations are always an option at gizwiz.tv. There is a Patreon link at the top, but if you click that, then you'll find our PayPal to donate that way. You can also set up reoccurring donations if you want, so it could work just like Patreon. So guys, thank you so much. If you want to catch the show live, here on our website, gizwiz.tv, there we are, live right now, showing off everything, and you can join the chat room right below the video. This is a fantastic site. So please jump on over and do that at gizwiz.tv. You can also find all of our old episodes here as well. So these are all of the old episodes. You can see all of our gadgets. There's links to either Dick's articles on his gizwiz.biz website, or also where you can buy them on Amazon or across the internet. So if you click on the name of the item, it takes you to Dick's wonderful write-up. And while you're on Dick's page, make sure that you check out What the Heck Is It? This month, bi-monthly, this is the gadget, and you can see now, I was like, you know what, I know Dick. Dick always has the cover up on the What the Heck Is It gadget, so I'll just run over there. If I can't find it on Facebook.
That was a good idea. That was a good idea.
I just ran over there. Well, what the heck is this gadget? This is obviously, you know, it's for people who have straws that are not bendy. So you stick your straw right on here, and then you can, you know, grab the liquid out through that opening, and now you have a bendy straw. It's a bendy straw attachment. Sorry that I gave it away. Sorry. But okay. If you too also want to, you know, try to guess, sorry I gave it away, you know, spoilers. But if you want to try to guess, there are 12 Mad magazines signed by Dick himself for correct answers, if you actually know what it is, and 24 Double the Mad magazines for cute, silly, hilarious, and ridiculous answers. We support creativity here on the Giz Wiz, so be a little bit funny. Get your chortles out.
Yes.
Over at gizwiz.biz.
Yes. Sharpen your chortles.
Sharpen your chortles for us. And you can send over your guesses at gizwizbiz@aol.com. I think they could also send that to mail, right?
Yeah, they can. Because I go through the mail from time to time.
Right.
Yeah. And finally, the meetup.
The meetup in New
York. Now, Chad officially has his ticket to New York City.
Thanks to Dick. He was super helpful, and we used his miles to get me out.
We used miles to get him a ticket. Actually, in the airplane.
I know. Not on the wing like last time.
Last row of coach. Yeah. Up against the window, which fortunately he likes.
I do.
And that is a week from this Sunday.
That's crazy.
So we will be doing one more show next Thursday, and then on Saturday he jumps on, I forgot what time my major flight for, like 9 a.m. or something.
That's fine.
And he will be in New York City for the meetup, which is October 11th, a Sunday, from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, Boat Basin Cafe. We're going to play match game. We're going to give away a lot of stuff that you've seen on the show as prizes. We'll probably give away 6 or 8 copies of that December issue of Mad. We'll give away some of those Alfred E. Newman pictures. And it's a great location. Okay, if you go to gizwiz.biz and click on Dick's log and blog, you can see pictures, and there's a link to the Boat Basin Cafe where you can see their menu. So if you want to go early and have breakfast, breakfast is like $12, which is an amazing price for New York City, and a marina overlooking the Hudson River. Or you can stay late and have lunch or an early dinner there. We hope you can join us. And if you could just send an email to gizwizbiz@aol.com and just put meetup or meetup +1, how many people are coming, okay? They save us a portion of the restaurant. And if I tell them last year it was about 40 people or 42 people, I just say I need room for 30 or 40 people. They set aside an area for us so that we can operate undisturbed.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm never sure if it's so that we can operate undisturbed or so that we won't be disturbing others.
Yeah, probably both.
But
probably both.
Probably a combination of both.
Beneficial, yeah.
You're
Dan asked, "Do you think?" Dan asked, "Can vegans go to the meetup?" Absolutely, you can come.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have?
I mean, no, you don't have to spend a penny. Well,
Right.
I usually buy $100 worth of beer. But
Beer
is
vegan, right?
beer a vegan thing? I don't
I
know.
don't remember.
Bring one of those snack cups with your favorite beverage.
There
in
you
it.
go. Just show up with that with
whatever vegan thing you want to drink.
Snackeez.
No, we don't. We're not serving meat. The only thing we're serving is beer.
Yeah, perfect. And they may have vegan options. They have a wonderful website, Boat Basin Cafe. So just Google that. And
I know they have vegetarian stuff, but vegan is different than that. So I'm not sure.
But we will accept all comers. So, but please, please come and see Chad and the Giz Wiz in person. Yeah, that would be great. That would be fantastic. I cannot wait. I can't believe it's a week away. I know, buddy. You got 10 days. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, you already said you don't pack much, so I don't. And you're only here for 2 nights anyway, right? Right. Yeah. Right. Where, do you have a place to stay for 2 nights? Not yet. I'll figure it out. You know, I hear Central Park is really nice this time of year. Yeah. So, you can always sleep on the floor of Disneyland. If worst comes to worst, let me know. Perfect. But yeah, I'm not worried. But anyway, I think that about wraps it up for this episode of Giz Wiz. Right? Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. I'll be here.